the mists have rolled in on the South Devon coast, and with it, the beginnings of winter. Neptune, named after the Roman god of the sea, is turning direct this month, allowing us to free ourselves of illusion. The animals are feeling the winter, but they're also loving their treats. The fog reminds me of the steamy month we're going to have this month with a 4-planet stellium in Scorpio. It's going to be intense. And the good news is that the planets are giving us 2 grand fire trines this month, so we'll be warm in our spirit and able to leap forward and accomplish our dreams. Leo, this November kicks off with a lovely little Sun and Venus conjunction in the position for you about your family and your home. There may be reunions, get-togethers. Are you generally having a good time, or knowing that you've got someone close around you who's supporting you? You may be having a great date or a great time in your home, or changing things and shifting the energy and feeling much more in control and feeling much happier. Also, on the 2nd, Pluto is squaring Uranus, and you're learning a few lessons about power, control, and balance. How do you feel if things go out of your control, or people make changes that you're not in control of? If you don't like that sort of thing, Pluto is urging you to look at the bigger picture and go, you know what? I'm often doing you a favour. I may be the lord of destruction and transformation, but often I'm helping you out and I'm taking away from you that which you don't need, even if you think you do in the minute. It's all about the bigger picture. So I'm not saying anything's going to be taken away from you or anything's going to change, but even within yourself, you may be reflecting back to the past where things have ended or things have transformed, and look at where you are now, exactly what you're doing in this moment in your life now, and who you are as a person. If those things hadn't occurred, your soul would not be where it is today. And whether you feel happy with where you are, or whether you feel that you're struggling where you are, the next transformation's coming, and it's taking you further into what you need to learn. And there should be a very interesting revelation. And Leo, the full moon is giving you a great insight into your career. You should be feeling much better about your career these days. You have intuition, you have insight, you have knowledge. You've done quite a bit of work on yourself when it comes to focusing on what it is that you want to do. But this full moon, look out for a sign, a symbol, an arrow, a neon sign that says, this way, baby, this is where you're meant to go. If you're doing something you enjoy at the moment, you should have a real aha moment on how to take it even further, or how to just be at one and in the flow of what you're doing. We have a moon trine Sun, Venus and Saturn conjunction in your position of home and family. So you really are feeling that your family and your home are your strengths at the moment, and it's like you're going within to sort of beaver away with yourself to work out what you want to do. You have this sense of security within yourself that maybe you haven't had for a while, and you know the people that have supported you to get you exactly where you are today. If that was not enough, we really have the good news kicking in on the 14th, where we have a Moon and Jupiter conjunction in your sign. Happy days. This is like a gateway opening into a brand new fresh start of good fortune. Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, has been with you for a while, but you may have felt it's been choppy waters. The moon is joining it just to give it that little bit of an emotional high for you on that day, and you're feeling this shift. You think, wow, thank God for that. We are moving forward with our sense of good fortune. And also, you're learning to be responsible thanks to a Venus-Saturn conjunction that's squaring that moon and Jupiter. It's almost as if you know, I have to be responsible for me, and that's when everything else falls into place. Possibly you've been feeling, if you're a typical Leo, very generous of spirit and responsible for other people. Put yourself at the head of that list. Doesn't mean you're a narcissist, doesn't mean you're a bad person if you take care of you first. Allow yourself to get your priorities in order, because when you're happy and when you're looking after you, you have much more energy to look after all the other people in your life that do rely on you. On the 22nd, the sun enters a new realm, and joyfully, it's all about creativity, fun, pleasure, soulmates, children, experiencing life from your heart and giving yourself pleasure, happy days. And that energy is going to last you for a couple of weeks. Actually, it's almost like you have this sense of optimism and joy and warmth in your soul. If that wasn't enough, there's a new moon in that position, and the new moon is all about endings and beginnings and starting a new cycle. So what this actually means is you're starting a new cycle of joy and happiness and discovering new things that make you laugh. If you're single, you may even fall in love. And a sense of soulmates and joy and pleasure and happiness and creativity. The list is endless, and it carries on for the rest of this month. This feeling of potential and opportunity in life. And even if you're going through the worst time, you're feeling this connection with people or experiences that are giving you that little bit of food for your soul that keeps you going and gives you the power to be able to transform. And if you are going through problems, this is creative energy. It's asking you to look at your problems and experience your problems in a different way, to actually look at it differently and get creative about how you can resolve some of your problems. And the key to that is follow your joy, follow your bliss, follow what your heart is telling you, and don't be frightened of that. There are 2 grand fire trines also at the end of the month, just sort of further pumping you up full of the passion for life and adventure and just experiencing new things with new people. You know, in a way, this is good news. You might be thinking, hang on a minute, this is a bit more too optimistic, but think about it. We've gone through such intense, difficult astrology. I feel that November could be a real breakthrough for you, and fingers crossed all of us. Take care, have a great time, Leo, and I'll speak to you soon. If you enjoyed this, there's loads of other free astrology readings and tarot readings on my website, www.michelleknight.com. Come and join me there.